According to reports, Aregbesola and Rufai were attacked in Ogun State and Kaduna respectively during an ADC by-election campaign recently. I repeat, according to reports, Aregbesola and Rufai were attacked in Ogun State and Kaduna respectively during an ADC by-election campaign recently. These attacks are connected to APC supporters and hired thugs by APC politicians. Aregbesola was stoned and bathed with pure water at Remo in Ogun State yesterday. According to Tinubu's supporters, this is just testing the microphone. Aregbesola will not campaign in Yoruba land. Aregbesola will not campaign in Yoruba land. It should not be acceptable in Yoruba land to have that confidence to join the camp of haters determined to disgrace your brother from power. Aregbesola should face the wrath of Yoruba land. He should be made an example in modern times of what happens to sell out on a self-serving mission. That means every Yoruba person must join the APC. Every Yoruba politician must join the APC and support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If you are not in the APC as a Yoruba person, that means you are a traitor, a betrayer, and a sellout. That is the message the Yorubas, Tinubu supporters, sent to Aregbesola yesterday in Ogun State. Now, in another news, a Canadian court has labeled the APC and PDP terrorist organizations because of their criminal activities during the last elections. Terrorist organizations. A Canadian court labeled the APC and PDP, not the Labour Party, APC, PDP, terrorist organization. Now, this is what Showore has to say. If you have ever been a member of the People's Democratic Party or the All Progressives Congress, then you have been a member of a terrorist organization. Maybe the only difference is the cell where you are operating from, and that is not my opinion. This is from an unassailable position of a Canadian federal court in Ottawa, Ontario. Now, from news sources, because I doubted this report when I got the information, I said, no, this is not true. This is from a news source. The Canadian Federal Court upheld that membership in PDP or APC makes one inadmissible under immigration law due to the party's links to terrorism and democratic subversion through violence and electoral fraud. So Canada sees election violence as terrorism. Canada sees election violence as terrorism. The ruling effectively treats them as such organizations in this context. Now, I don't think the APC will be doing itself any good if it involves itself in such violence. This violence by APC supporters, the politicians need to call them to order because it does not speak well of the party. You see, you cannot tell Aregbesola not to have a different political view in a democracy. Of course, you are making Aregbesola popular in the Southwest. Let me tell you, the Yoruba Ronu and conservatives, whatever, Yoruba Ronu, they are few in number compared to other Yorubas that don't like Tinubu. See, you might not understand this information if you are not on the streets, if you are not familiar with the politics. Anybody supporting Tinubu now is because of tribal affiliation, not because they really support him. So whatever the APC is doing, don't attach violence to it. Allow Aregbesola come and campaign in Yoruba land. It is democracy. Everybody has different opinion. Or else you are saying that all Yorubas should join the APC. Then if we are going to follow your template in Nigeria today, that means Northerners should vote for Northern candidates. Southeast or South-South will vote for a Southeast candidate. Then the Southwest will vote for a Southwest candidate. If that is the kind of politics that these guys want to play because of Aregbesola. Sometimes we need to use wisdom to do some things. This violence on Aregbesola is making him much more determined to work against Tinubu. This violence, this act on Aregbesola is making him much more determined to fight till the end. I said this before. Anything you're going to do the next election, during campaign, do not stone or do not attack the ADC if they are coming to campaign in Yoruba land because of posterity's sake. Tinubu has 8 years, and after 8 years, you are bragging now to tomorrow. Things have changed. Unlike then that we had Abiola that was killed by the military, and people were protesting left, right, center, and they listen to the protest. But now, as it is, if these northern people if ADC take over from you, these people that are coming to attack people, election, blah, 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 if they take over from the APC or Tinubu, there's nothing like justice. You saw what happened under Tinubu, the End Bad Governance protest. You saw how Tinubu quenched everything. Look at NLC. NLC, toothless bulldog now. They can't say anything. You saw the legacy Tinubu is leaving for incoming government. Any government coming after Tinubu will want to follow his footsteps, even though they are a different party. So now it is your turn. You need to use wisdom to play the politics, not attack these guys. It is not wise. Personally, that's my personal opinion. You can continue what you are doing because I know that Nigeria is not designed to be stable. Nigeria is not designed to experience development or industrialization. If Tinubu finishes for 8 years, somebody else will come and change everything. And I pity if Tinubu does not restructure this country to an extent. I pity the Southwest. Southwest people that are attacking now, they are the ones that will suffer the whole thing. So this attack on Aregbesola, you are making him much more popular. Look at trending topics today on social media. Aregbesola, left, right, center. Now let's move over to Rufai. This one they did to Rufai was almost lynching. It is not even, the attack on Aregbesola is small compared to what happened to Rufai in Kaduna State. Rufai recently did a video. Rufai don't turn to content creator now. He did a video addressing his people in Hausa language. You see, that Rufai has an emotional power. He's emotionally strong. That guy is a good politician. He's a crisis politician. So they almost lynched him. This guy, Northern own, they're different. They don't want to know. Any small thing now, small, stone him from stone now, they fit keep person. So that video, man, I can't put that video here because it might go against YouTube violations. You are also making Rufai popular with what you're doing. In fact, now somebody said the popularity, let's look at it. Rufai recently exposed the rigging template of the APC in Kaduna State. Now, these attacks on Rufai will further demonize the APC and strengthen the opposition ahead of 2027 elections. These attacks on Rufai and the ADC will strengthen opposition 2025. They will use your attacks to elevate themselves. Look at that lady, that Ibom lady. She don't become celebrity now because of what happened. That actual thing that happened. Look at Very Dark Man. After going to court, being locked up in cell, that act of him being petitioned, going to prison, made him much more popular. The same way you are going to make these guys popular. And let me tell you, the APC is not popular. The APC is popular on social media, on whatever they are projecting to Nigerians. If you go on the streets, you that are watching me, you're an APC supporter, you're a Tinubu supporter, go on the streets and ask questions. If you study psychology, go on the street and look at the behavioral pattern of people and persons when it comes to Tinubu. Like openly, they will say, we are supporting Tinubu, but just take a step back and watch their private conversation. You understand that these guys are just doing it because of, let's just say we do it. But if they are left to vote against the APC, they will vote. So do not complicate things. Don't become, see what the Canadian government is saying. a party in Nigeria is a terrorist organization, do you know what it is? Election rigging, election violence, and all have you, it is seen as terrorism. But this is Nigeria. The government is involved in back-to-back terrorism. They don't care. If you look at what Rufai said, that the APC is planning, you know that the government of the day is involved in terrorism, according to this Canadian government. I've told you that if you belong to the APC, go and watch your Christianity. If you're a Christian, watch it very well. Try and purify yourself, because you cannot belong to an APC. I'm not even talking of PDP. APC, that APC, you cannot belong to the APC and say you are a Christian, child of God. Maybe the Christianity differs. You see what happened with CAC, Aregbesola and Pastor Fatoyinbo. You see how CAC responded to the comment from Pastor Fatoyinbo on Aregbesola, Pastor Aregbesola. You see the difference of Christianity. You know that Christianity is different. I don't know the kind of Christianity you are practicing, but belonging to an APC that is perpetrating all this criminal whatever does not tell us the kind of that you are a true Christian. Let's move on. Now, with what is happening to Rufai is gaining much more popularity than Kwankwaso. I repeat, Rufai is gaining much more popularity than Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso is limited. Let's read this. According to a northerner, okay, let's look at this. The APC is unknowingly making Rufai popular in northern Nigeria with these attacks. It is even said that Rufai is more popular than Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso is popular in Kano, but Rufai's popularity spans the whole of northern Nigeria and beyond. According to a northerner, in the north, Rufai's influence as an opposition voice is quickly surpassing that of Kwankwaso, particularly in the eyes of the younger generation. That is why the Rufai did a video and spoke Hausa. These guys understand how to communicate and use propaganda. He spoke Hausa, addressing the Hausa, because they believe that should be last election, Northern Nigeria brought 14-point-something million votes. Southern Nigeria brought 9 million votes. So they not believe that we in the northern part of Nigeria, we have the votes to vote out anybody. We have everything. We are politically alert. We have a vibrant population. The politicians might be running mad, using money to influence one or two persons. But now it is time for us to awaken our people. We have a people, we are not like Southern Nigeria that will be on social media and they make mouth. And when it is time to show workings, they run away. We will come out and defend our vote. So they believe that if we have a P2B and Aregbesola, with what they are doing in Southwest to these guys, if we have P2B, we can be able to divide Tinubu's votes and again claim our votes in Northern Nigeria. That is what they believe. So that's why you see they are focused doing what they are doing. Despite the fact that he was attacked, the guy was not moved. He's doing what he's doing. That is what the APC should be doing. Sell what the government is doing to the people, and don't be okay. Maybe that is the ideology of the APC under Tinubu. Snatch it, grab it, and run away with it. Maybe that's the ideology they are following. Let's move on. According to a northerner, in the north, okay, the younger generation, Rufai is getting more popular than Kwankwaso amongst the younger generation. Kwankwaso's influence begins and ends in Kano, but Rufai is in the whole of Arewa. When we talk about presidency now, they are top contenders in northern Nigeria. We have Atiku, we have Rufai, Kwankwaso, and that Niger State Governor, Bago. We have Babachir Lawal in PDP. Yes, we have him in PDP. So many things are happening. So, as it is, Atiku has a greater prominence than Rufai. The next person is Rufai, not Kwankwaso. With what is going on today. That's why it is very important the camp you belong in is critical. Politicians are making decisions on the camp they belong in. If the ADC camp wins that election, that means every other person in Tinubu's camp becomes irrelevant. I tell you, you see Buhari and his people, how they are being sidelined by Tinubu. Yes, they became irrelevant after 8 years under Buhari. The APC people, top guys in APC, they became irrelevant. So Tinubu picked his boys and he empowered them the way Buhari empowered his own boys. So among these guys, we have two of them. One of them is in the middle. Atiku is in the ADC. Rufai is in the ADC. The Niger State governor, I think, is APC. These guys are trying to look, how are we going to position ourselves? Yeah? Forget Babachi Lawa. That one, for me, personally, it does not even count among the people. That whoever wins the election 2027 will determine the camp that will decide Northern Nigeria future. I'm telling you, if the APC wins on Tinubu, I've said it before, that whatever Northern Nigeria wants to do, if they want to survive, they should make sure that Tinubu, they mobilize people to vote against Tinubu. Now politics, we talk politics, so we are not preaching Bible here. Make sure you mobilize against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because if thou are not able to remove Tinubu 2027, thou should know that thou political ambition is finished. All those in that caucus, well, you may wait till 2031. Things are going to change. Tinubu, a person that I've studied over the years. See, most people don't know Tinubu. I will keep on saying it. They don't know the president. You don't even understand what this guy can do. People are shocked what he's doing today. If he makes appointment tomorrow, he go put Yoruba person there, nothing will happen. Southerners are now topping the government, controlling everything, everywhere, even in Northern Nigeria. See, Southerners, now them occupy Abuja. Now them be cabals now, the Yorubas. They are cabals in Nigeria. Something that some people, they will be afraid. The Southerners were afraid in the past. Northerners were bragging. Now we be this, now we be that, this and that. Now everything don't change. I tell you, if Tinubu wins that election and you people are still there, my brother, relegation for Atiku first. Atiku they don't relegate him, because even Rufai no go even grieve Atiku again. You go remain Rufai, Ribadu, and Kwankwaso. They go run the race. They will be looking for a Southerner that they can use. In the APC, we have Wike, Akpabio. Those ones are grooming themselves for vice presidency. Now, in the Southeast, who we get? Umahi. Umahi, they show say, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Soludo self, they play the long game. Soludo, they are aligned here. If Soludo finish, he go join APC. APC na in home. If APC win next election, Soludo go join APC. But there's one person that it will be very difficult for this young man to join the APC. One person. It is Wike. Wike. It will be very difficult for Wike to join the APC, because even the APC, they don't want chaotic person. As it be now, they don't want person where they talk bra bra bra. Where they don't want chaotic person. Although Wike is a bit wise, a wise politician, a very grounded politician, but sometimes he gives himself away. Like the status he has attained at this moment may not help him maintain balance. He's respecting Tinubu because of, say, Tinubu na president. My brother, if these guys have political power, if Wike were to be Jonathan 2015 or whatever, is this a Wike go grieve for these people? Wike, if Wike were to be Jonathan, nothing will happen. He's going to... So, elements that survive 2027 and they have the victory, any political divide from the ADC, because there are only two political parties now. Only two political parties. Nothing else from the ADC and the APC. Anybody telling that there's PDP, there's Labour Party, that person is, when it comes to presidency and political whatever, because Nigerians almost came out to take their destinies in their hands. 2020, during NSAS, Nigerians came together, but they were defeated by the political elite. Now they tried another one, 2023, yet the corruption was so humongous that they defeated the people. You see the problem. Now, I don't think there may be another uprising anymore of the people. That is why we are saying Nigeria must be restructured. I'm telling you, I don't think anybody has anybody, even the Shore, because it is believed that Shore is belongs to the establishment. They are using Shore to maintain balance. What NLC is supposed to be doing, Shore, who contested the last election, a presidential candidate, he's doing what the NLC and civil society organizations are supposed to be doing, where activists are supposed to be doing. Shore is the main person. Call of protest now, Shore. This is how the government of the day has organized it. And we are here. Most of us are not going to be fooled by what Shore is doing. No. Whatever he's doing, it gets people out, blah, blah, blah. The system warrants it. You created a system that will punish its citizens. The people that created that system, they are not creating people. You create a problem. Just like you go for Babalawo place. Babalawo will give you sickness. You know, say you will come back. You come back. He can't give you cure. Does that make sense? APC government created a problem. They are not upholding the rule of law. They don't respect you as a Nigerian citizen. And they created somebody that will come and liberate you. That person, he's almost untouchable. They're just playing drama, left, right, center. They play drama for us. Just they play drama. They're just playing drama. Well, may God help Nigerians. Whatever happens to Aregbesola and Rufai, if you draw blood, I'm talking about the Yoruba Runu, you are not in the majority. Just that we don't have politicians that can stand their ground and mobilize the people to take over from the APC. They don't have that guts. Just that the current administration is so sophisticated in hijacking power. So the APC Ronu and whatever, these people that are doing these things, if you are APC Ronu or whatever, you are not in the majority. Time will tell. Time will tell. So I advise, don't attack these guys. Whether it is Rufai, let them do their campaign and whatever they do. If you are instigating attacks, during campaign, I'm not talking of campaign, if you are instigating attacks, you are demarcating, I don't know what good name the APC has. I don't know. Because APC is now a bad boy. They don't say them a bad boy. They just want to use their bad boy, Ogoju, stay for power. They don't care. So I don't know what to say. But if you want to make the ADC popular, just be attacking them. Wherever you see them, attack them. May God help Nigerians.